We're live.
Live
on air.
York.
It's Saturday night.
It's Friday night Fur Fest.
Friday night Fur Fest.
It's great. No, I even did like a deeper version. I was like, bah, 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 bah. It's the same like cadence though, or whatever you want to call it.
God.
Wow. It's the After Bark live stream following such a great premiere. What an episode. Bigly appreciated Landon.
Don't.
Bad new words to my vocabulary from the
Not
strongest
that one.
person in the world.
Not that one.
Bigly.
There's a lot of things that the strongest person in the world wouldn't tank, and one of us has to do it, man. If any CIA agents are watching this, that's a joke. We're talking about our favorite hit game, Minecraft.
Our favorite game, Hitman.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
It's Friday. Yeah, it is Friday.
It is Friday. No,
Top chat to live chat. You're very right, Firefox.
Yeah.
So everybody who's joining, if you guys don't know, YouTube's really stupid and has a double chat feature, or has a chat filter feature is what it is. If for some reason it defaults to what is called top chat. Top chat is somehow it weights your messages. There's a grading scale to your messages. Don't know how it works. No clue why. And it puts only those messages in the chat, or lets you see them really. Which means it basically just ignores or hides other messages.
It filters when I post YouTube videos, I'll scroll through in top chat, and honestly, it makes sense there because it's it's lasting comments, and some of the comments are just like really stupid. But if it's like a live stream, I want to see all of the comments coming in. I don't want YouTube to decide, hey, this comment's not worth it, and just toss it aside. Yeah, I don't know why they have live chat and top chat for live streams. It's just really dumb.
Really dumb. So you need to go to the very top of the chat box where you see either top chat with a down arrow. If you see live chat with a down arrow, you're already good.
You're good.
But if you see top chat with a down arrow, click that down arrow and click live chat.
If you see
that way
live
you don't miss
chat
any of
with
our
a down
messages.
arrow, if you see live chat with a down arrow, good boy. Nice. Hi, Mamo. What are you doing? Mamo was
But we
so
weren't
funny
allowed to
earlier.
use that.
What?
You see, Maple just got excited.
No, Maple was playing with one of her squeaky toys earlier, and she would squeak it and then just like yell at it. She would like squeak it and be like, "Roar," and then squeak it again and just like, "Roar." It's like, are you hurting
Huskies
your
are so
own ears? What are you
goofy.
doing? I know.
What if I see a pair of scissors?
Skizzers.
What for what? I don't get the context.
No, but I do want to say, Landon, banger episode. 10 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10, too many Naruto references. But that's just my opinion.
Dogged on me too much.
I'm willing to admit I'm wrong. You did clock me twice.
Look, that was a particularly chaotic day. I'm really ready for the weekend. I don't know. This week has just felt like a lot.
Yeah. It's been a weird one.
Yeah, I got to take Ollie to the groomer on Sunday. As long as the weather cooperates and everything works.
I gotta take Memo to the groomer because it's like mid-shedding season and I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of you leaving your fur all over the apartment.
Yeah.
But you're so cute.
And then, dude, next Tuesday is gonna get me. Supposedly I have another meeting to do for the company on Tuesday. Like I was, a couple weeks ago or a month ago or whatever.
Yeah.
I was doing all those meetings. So there's another big one that I'm supposed to be a part of on Tuesday. I was told I was supposed to get an invite and I never got an invite. So I'll be asking questions Monday if I don't have an invite. Like, am I still doing this? I don't, I need to be able to plan for tomorrow. Like,
Is this?
I should do the
happening?
thing though, huh?
Yeah,
We haven't done it yet. We got a little distracted talking right off the cuff.
Wait, Landon, we're buying a vacuum for August. I make sure it is a pet vacuum. I've had vacuums like borderline catch on fire because of the amount of fur. Make sure you're getting a pet grade vacuum. I mean this with my whole chest.
So with my whole chest.
With my whole chest. All right, Solace, you're good. I just didn't want that to I didn't want to miss that.
All right, everybody. Again, so this is the Afterbark live stream. Welcome on in. Theo Firefox. We got Prophet Soya. We've got Landon Yeen.
Landon Yeen.
Special guest. Executive producer. Stinky.
God damn.
Carnelian Fox is here as well. We got Audible Player. We got Nacaps Panther. THD. We got Grey Old Fox. We have Plushy Speaks. Landsbick. Can I read? Well, I think we're down to Power Pasta as well as Cade. Yes. Hello, everybody. Did you all have a good week? Did you do anything fun for St. Patrick's Day?
I had one shot of Rumpelmans, and then I don't think I did much else. No, I didn't cry.
Nice. Crying's for crybabies.
Crying's for... Dude, no. Sometimes you just need a good cry, man.
That's true.
That shit changes you. I had a day last week where I just, like... I had a good cry. One of those cries that by the end of it, you're like, okay, it's time to pick myself up. It was one of those cries.
Shit. I feel like I need a breakdown, but like I can't. Every time I get to the point where like you feel it build up in the chest and you like the corner of your eyes, and then I just can't. And it's like I get to that peak and then I plateau.
Chat, we're gonna help Solace break that. No, I'm kidding.
Call him everything.
Call him everything. No.
Call him a stupid bit. Ooh, Alistair, the other hyenas here.
What did Ruby say? Alistair the hyena.
Well, that was really funny. Also, fuck cod.
What? What about cod?
The cod.
Oh, the cod. Oh. Break down.
Misha, what was that game? The card shop simulator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a couple. Well, we need to break out the little purify things, you know.
Oh, the anti-sting spray. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to do the spray. We can just put it in the machines.
Dude, the fucking...
What was it, Corner? Fucking... Wait, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think I might bring that game back into rotation for streams. I don't know yet. I have too many games I want to stream, and not enough days that I stream. I
know. I'm struggling with that right now, because I want to do Repo, and I want to do other things, and then I got invited to do a Phasmophobia thing next Sunday with Ash and two of their friends. I guess I'm going back to my doing collabs only stream.
Dude, this is the first time in months that I've been doing collabs, and it's so much fun. I always forget how fun it is. It's easier just to go it alone, because then I just have to plan for myself, but like, I have so much fun collabing with people.
It really is fun, and it, not to say, like, look, I don't want to say it's just for me, because half the people, so specifically like that server that we're in,
yeah,
half the people there are from Sidri, half the other people are from me, or like me adjacent. Same thing with Sidri, so like Sidri adjacent, right?
Yeah.
So it's literally like just built from there. It has seemingly worked out that everybody that we know and the people that we knows are all pretty solid people to like game with.
Right? Dude, I've had gaming sessions with like people who just suck, and it's like, why?
Had a couple gunfire runs like that.
Wow.
Where I had to have some conversations afterwards.
It's fun watching y'all link up to be silly. Real.
I'll say the repo streams have been great. It gives me life again. I just particularly like that game because it's it really did take the best of Lethal Company and then the best of like Content Warning.
Yes. Yes.
Because yeah,
I also feel like it doesn't try super hard to be a horror game. Like Lethal Company kind of laid into the horror pretty hard, I feel like.
yes.
Content Warning was like if Jake Paul went into like a fucking like haunted house, but it was actually haunted. That's kind of what Content Warning gave, where it was like goofy goobers going into literal death, but like oh my god, Repo is just like trying to be funny. Like you're the googly eyes alone, man. Like you're just a silly little robot.
The googly follow me eyes are great. Yeah.
The stupid shit happens and the googly eyes just look at each other. It's so funny.
And that's the thing, is people are realizing that they created it in a way where people are actually using them, doing kind of like pseudo puppeteering.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know that your character looks a certain way, so you do things like, or you say the flapping heads, so you like you'll yell or say something and then look at somebody and it's like goofy as fuck. And so the best way I can describe it is like Lethal Company is very goal oriented, and when you put stakes to things, it becomes more sweaty and it becomes that's why where that horror part comes in. You don't really want to die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're dead. You're dead. And that's a like that means the game is more sweaty. It is more horror. I think it's fun, but they weren't updating themselves enough, and it took again. It's another one of those where modded community kind of came through, but then even at that point, you get it lasted for months. You know, it did well.
Yeah.
But then you got Content Warning, where it definitely did not get the same passion as Lethal Company. But it definitely came more off of you're supposed to die, like it's fine, you're just going out to do these things and have fun.
Yeah.
It gave those vibes. And then Repo's like, look, we're gonna do kind of both. Where, like, I still, like, you fucking turn the corner and get blasted by the huntsman and you're like, you know, like, shit.
Dude. Oh, yeah, no. There was for the first time, I got scared during Repo yesterday because I turned around and the Slender Man guy was there and I was like, mid-sentence, I was like, holy shit, like, no, before I forget, sorry to interrupt, but you brought up a point, and it reminded me that, like, another thing I really like about Repo is out of the 3 games, it's the most that you can fight back against the monsters, but the game still makes you an absolute, like, clumsy dipshit doing it. Yeah. Like, you can fight back, but odds are you're gonna hit yourself with the bat. Like, anyway,
I mean, it's definitely like that where it's like you can fight back. Several of the majority of the enemies you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
But also, same thing. I don't know. See, I never played Content Warning. Actually, I was going to, and I just never got into it.
It's okay.
So I'm not sure how like strict it if it has quotas or not. I think it wasn't really quotas, was it?
It was view counts. I think you had to
hit, right.
So you had to hit X amount of views, I believe, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. It's been a while since I played it because it did kind of die pretty quick. Because like the whole point was you were a YouTuber and like you would go in with your friends and record stupid shit and record monsters and everything, and then you would bring that back and upload it. And when you uploaded it, depending on what you recorded or how it did, you would get views and subscribers and stuff. And it basically built on that.
Right. Were there end to runs though? Like if you didn't get enough views, was that the game over, or did it just kind of persistently consist?
That was the game over. If you didn't.
Okay, there was a game over.
Yeah, there was a game over and there was a quota.
And
really
quick, Heartless Hero, hi.
Hello, Heartless Hero. I think out of the 3 games, Content Warning relied on your friends being goobers the most. Mm-hmm. And so if you played with people who would like really try hard or really sweat, it wasn't very fun. But I was with goobers when I played it, so I had a lot of fun. I, Argo is not
So-
a very like. Argo does not like fun and whimsy sometimes when playing games. So if you mess with him during games, he gets a little upset. So like.
So did you fuck with him?
Oh, that's the whole point of content warning, is to fuck with each other. So there were a couple times where he wasn't getting mad, but you could hear his voice rise a little bit. And it's like, my guy. Cause
So there's
oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so there's a concept. It depends on the person, so I guess that's more reliant in content warning to be more goofy. Whereas, like, so if you have somebody that's very like, I'm just gonna fuck around and screw with people, that's really devastating in games like Phasmophobia or Lethal Company, because you get people killed, right?
Yeah.
And at some point you're like, look, it's funny, you did this thing once, now you've done it, like, you've blown us up like 3 times, now we're starting to get kind of annoyed, right?
It does reach a point, yes.
It's all about, because I've been watching some YouTubers and some shit on Repo, like, go to bed, or like before I go to bed. So specifically, I like Ray Narvaez Jr., formerly of Achievement Hunter.
Oh god, I love Ray. He's so fucking funny.
He's been you know, love him to death. He's always been great. But he plays with Chibi. And Chibi,
Chibi,
the gremlin, is amazing in her own right, but there are moments where it's a fuck up and it's hilarious, and then they actively go out of their way to fuck with people. And like, again, occasionally it's okay to do that. But I remember watching one of the VODs, and she was like definitely going out of her way to fuck with things, and it wasn't funny because it was like, you're just trying to break a diamond at this point.
Yeah, that's
and you're just
fun.
trying to be a nuisance at this point, and it's like, now I'm kind of turned off from that. So then I swap. Like, it was like that kind of sucks. That's why I think it does really matter. In most collabs and gaming, things like that, it does matter who you play with.
Yeah.
I think you got to find that perfect mix of goofy and, like, when it's time to clutch up, it's time to clutch up, or at least try.
Oh yeah.
And our group's been really good about that. I mean, again, I can only I'll be putting together a video on it, but we had it was just me and Ash, but like, holy shit, was that clutch up round. Like, that was when the game got serious. Or like, fuck, no, before that, we were playing, we did the up, down.
Oh my god, dude.
Down,
we were killing so many of the monsters, dude. They were trapped in there with us. Like,
yeah. So chat, there was some runs during the repo session last Wednesday where we started actively trying to fight back on a couple of the things, and picking him up and slamming him down was a whole thing. So now we chant up and down. That's a whole thing.
Stairs
so
with the huntsman.
God damn, that was funny.
He
we were
just,
trying so hard to kill that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he came back.
He got up, walked up the stairs, and all of us just like sneaking behind him was so fucking funny. Anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we ended up just kind of waiting until the motherfucker fell down the stairs and died, because a couple of us were really getting close to dying, trying to run over and pick him up and slam him down. The bed strat worked really well prior to that.
Oh, yeah, no, they were just, like, stuck under the bed, so they couldn't lift him up high enough, and I was like, he's not paying attention to me, so I just, like, waddled over there and just grabbed him, and so I was able to really lift him up.
So, Misha, I'm gonna pitch it. I'm gonna pitch it in the Discord, actually, probably after this. I'm doing it tonight to at least get the ball rolling on it, but we're gonna go for Wednesday night, and the goal for Wednesday night is we don't necessarily have to be sweaty. And we're gonna look into, like, we're gonna be monster hunters.
Oh god!
Very specifically, as you said, we're not stuck in with we're not stuck in there with them. They're stuck in there with
They're
us.
trapped with us.
We don't necessarily have to fight for quotas and stuff. If we lose, we lose. It's fine. The goal will be to try and, like, actively fucking murder the monsters. Like, we're gonna try and go for it. I think that'd be a really fun challenge for that stream.
Right? That would be hilarious.
Like, you might have to go round one without going too crazy until you get some money, so you can buy some grenades and some like maybe health upgrades or strength upgrades to help lift
I
them
was
up and
gonna
drop
say,
them.
I'm thinking we prioritize strength upgrades, and then we can start kind of buying weapons. But I think, honestly, the up-down strat is just solid, because you could find a medium item, clock him over the head with it, and then everyone just picks him up and drops.
True.
But yeah.
So that's gonna be fun.
How's
that's what we're aiming
doing?
for.
That's what we're aiming for.
Aiming for.
Because I guess somebody gifted Repo to my friend Yak, and him and I have been like trying to collab for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out Papa Mutt has Repo, and I'm gonna push hard. I want to play Repo with Papa Mutt, dude.
I just want to fucking meet Papa Mutt. I'm trying to get him on the podcast at this point. I want to meet him.
I do gotta talk to him about that. He's not the best. You think I'm bad about replying to messages? He's worse.
Damn. We'll say this though, I can confirm Buddy's gonna be on the podcast.
Oh shit! You actually got him?
Oh yeah, the dates I sent in the thing were from Buddy.
Oh.
So I'm thinking 7th, if that works.
Yes, I was gonna say the 7th works for me, but I'm out of town from the 10th to the 16th, which is that following week, because of Argo's last treatment.
Right, so he gave me the dates.
We gotta figure out recording and stuff for that week, because I'm not gonna be able to edit that week probably.
Right, he's not available any of those times anyways. He's only available either this coming Monday, which I don't think having back-to-back guest episodes is a smart thing. It's good for us to probably just have a gap episode.
I was gonna say I don't think it's an awful thing if it like happens, cool, but let's not plan for that.
Well, we would want to figure that out soon, so I could tell the guy that he needs to be here Monday.
No. April 7th works for Buddy. That's good.
Yes. So April 7th was the other date, and then after that, because of other cons and other things, he wouldn't be back till 4/28. So it'd be end of April. It wouldn't premiere until May.
Okay. April 7th, if we do that, I will not be at that after park.
Oh,
because I'll be out of town the 11th.
Right.
If we wait until May, I'll be in town. But then
it would record on 4/28. So as long as you'd be in town for 4/28.
Yes. Because hypothetically we'll be done with Argo's treatments by then. So, yeah, he's currently out of town doing his 5th treatment out of 6. And then Small Black Coffee. We're actually a millennial shop run by 2 crazy guys with an idea, so that black coffee is going to run you $14.95. Will that be a cash or card? And if you could leave a tip, that would be great.
Dogecoin.
Just shut up. But no. Hypothetically, this is Argo's second to last treatment. And then next time we should be done with this. We're almost there, man. Felt like it would never come. Bark.
Dude, Alright, look, I can't help but talk about it because I saw you. I think you posted about it too this morning about the Sarah McBride thing.
Oh my god, dude. I am not.
Dude, talk about people not needing to speak for an entire group.
Let's give context. Let me pull it up real quick. So, Oriana Gonzalez post on Blue Sky. Scoop. Sarah McBride and other Dems have discussed how the party must accept D's with Democrats with differing stances on trans rights to not alienate people. We have to create more space in our tent, she told me. An inside look at Dems reshuffling on trans issues. And it's like, sorry, I'm not willing to extend that olive branch to people who do not unequivocally believe trans people deserve rights. Sorry.
Exactly. Well, the reason why I have to say this, because I followed up with, I literally just watched a video, Hassan before the yesterday's Fight the Oligarchy rally that both AOC / Bernie are on right now.
Oh yeah.
He got to interview them for like 10 minutes.
Oh
which
wow.
He's talked to AOC before, but he's never. I don't think he's ever gotten in a room with Bernie before.
I don't think so. No.
They've wanted to, but things haven't worked out. So they actually got to talk to Bernie for a little bit. So I'm actually staring at a new clip, from today's rally, the Fight the Oligarchy rally, where AOC explicitly stated, if you're an LGBTQ kid or family, we cannot throw you under the bus in order to win an election. In this house, we stand together.
Yes.
And god damn, that makes me feel good, because like the pushback against this stuff is to realize that the reason why we're in a portion of the reason why we're in this position is because there's it's the old guard, it's the establishment Republicans, the establishment Democrats, all these people that don't want change because in a general sense it fucks with their way of life, the way things have been for these politicians for too long. They don't want to rock the boat because they got it good.
Yeah.
And we need the next generation, which is AOC and stuff like. It's crazy to think that Bernie, is in that group. That just shows that it's not age-based. It's really about people-based. And
no, you can
having
relearn
character and be good.
Bernie was alive during segregation. You can relearn. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh yeah.
Shit, what was I gonna say? Was it Plushy Speaks says I know. Oh. So Democrat Party is not the party of the people. We got to do something about the two-party system. It's a 1.5 party system. Yeah, It's like we have the right, and then we have the right, but like with a shitty paper mask that says left on it, where it's like at least the right will openly state they hate me.
Yeah.
Like,
well, so to put this in context, I understand where Sir McBride is coming from, and the concept of, if you don't want these other people who are more extreme, that are actively trying to pass awful legislation and stuff against people like her and the LGBTQ community, you may like, not everybody is quite on board with this, and we may lose votes because of this. And if we lose votes and we can't get people elected, and they get their people elected because of that, that's a net negative period, right?
Yeah.
But I think it speaks more to she stated like it divides the house, and it's like, I think you're dividing the house by saying you're not going to protect people, like.
Yeah.
It's one way or the other. I think if you try to say you have to have it, you have to have it where we have to like accept these people that don't believe in or like are going to discriminate against the LGBTQ. You're just gonna lose them all, and at that point, we've lost it all, and it's gonna be a long decade.
Yeah,
so,
I get it from a numbers perspective. But the bigger picture is you are willing to throw your own people and the people you're supposed to represent under the bus for those numbers. Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
People that need protecting.
Yeah.
This is the biggest thing I like to point out. I'm not cis. At one point I was, I guess.
Are you not cis?
But wait, no, what's cis mean?
Cis is cisgender, like the gender you were born.
Oh, I am cis. I'm a
okay.
cis.
I was like, wait, what?
No, that's why I got mixed up. Cis white male in America. I could thrive in the Trump America. The Trump America. It would be so easy for me to disregard all of the other people's lives out there, and I could thrive in this.
Yeah.
That's the concept, though. I would have to be a terrible person, kill all of my values and beliefs and caring for others to do so.
I
just don't want to do that. Whoa. Pops a balloon, causes a wildfire.
Oh my god. Blows up a firework in the
middle
of
I don't know how to say your name, but is it Vartho? Devartho?
Devartho. Yes, hello.
Devartho. Welcome on in. caught us in a part of a. It's just something I needed to talk about because
political
it's kind of a big
yeah.
thing. There's too much of it all going on. We could spend hours. Me and Nisha could literally spend hours talking about all of the shit going on right now. But no, I just wanted to like talk about like at least we do have what looks like a uniting force behind the Bernie AOC, and like that is the future. It's just how long is it going to take to get there?
Yeah, it's just it sucks because we made so much progress in the past decade or so. It's like gay marriage only became legalized a decade ago.
Yeah,
and
that's about out the door.
I think a lot of like Gen Z people don't realize like that was pretty fucking recent, my guy. Like that just happened.
Well, so again, their argument is like, well, gay marriage was, you could still get married as a gay person beforehand. It's just, it's not guaranteed that like the state would recognize you or stuff like that, right?
State.
Yeah, or it could be up to like certain places that even let you get married,
which is bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like
AOC said, there are 5 times more people at the rally than expected. No,
goddamn.
What you're starting to see is it's funny. The AOC Bernie rallies are bringing in not only quote unquote Democrats, but you're seeing people that are sick of what's going on right now that voted for Trump showing up at these rallies, and they're not booing.
Yeah, that's God.
No, they're going to the Republican town halls, which there are more fewer and fewer because even though these town halls are now starting to vet people at the doors, which is bullshit. They're only allowing anybody that is like there's ID checks basically now.
Yeah,
if you're not like a true Republican, they turn you away.
Yep.
And they're still getting booed at the town halls. Because everything they're doing is incredibly unpopular for the majority. And when I say majority, we're talking 80% or more of our population in America.
Yeah, it's
so one of the thing, and I'm waiting to see what my dad says about this because motherfucker's turning 65 this year, and he's getting to the point where he's might wanting to see about looking at that Social Security, and I'm gonna look at him in the face, the motherfucker that is celebrated that he got his president this year. I'm gonna look him in the face and be like, so yeah, how you feel about this now, motherfucker?
Because
because it's like you understand, right? Like y'all thought it was fun and games, and then they're gonna take your Social Security, let alone like he still has a mom that I still have a grandma. She's reliant on that shit.
Yeah,
and not a much. I got aunts and uncles and shit, but like we ain't all that rich. Now split it up, we could probably cover, but like it's a big portion of that there. And it's like, all right, so you still like him after he's fucking the livelihood of your mom now? You still like him? Still clapping? Like Jesus Christ.
The scary part,
and that's why I think
he probably is.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. The scary part is he probably is still clapping because they'll just blame someone else. So. They'll just blame someone else.
Because I will say a lot of these Trump voters are starting to be like, look, he's doing all these things. Yeah, fuck the Board of Education. We should bring it back to the states. Because again, the overarching thing of that is they think, oh, we don't need a Board of Education federally. We can let the states decide. The problem is the federal government, the Board of Education supplied a lot of funds and a lot of direction to make sure there was at least a baseline level of education. Because like theoretically now, Kentucky would be like, as long as they can add 2 + 2 and write basic English, that's enough, and we can put them into the workforce at 13.
Yep.
Like that could happen.
Yeah.
And it'd be up to the state, and the federal government wouldn't do any other thing or say anything about it based on what's happening. The Board of Education will exist. They're not going to completely dismantle it, but they're basically taking it from about, its position as it is now and making it like less than 10% of what it is.
Yeah, they're gutting it and spreading it out to different departments, which is so cool. I remember this interview of this principal, and she was like, I can't believe he's gonna, like, he's talking about possibly cutting the Department of Education, and I really hope he doesn't do that because that would be awful. We're a very low-funded school. It was a red state, very poor school. It was like the kids rely on that government aid, and then the interviewer was like, "Who did you vote for?" And she was like, "I voted for Donald Trump." And it's like, you just spit in the face of all of those kids. He's talking about dissolving the Department of Education, and her whole thing was, well, I don't think he's actually going to do it. Why the fuck take that risk? Why?
They've all been saying that for so long now that, he said all these things and he probably won't actually do it. And now we're getting to the point now where it doesn't even, like, he has done a lot of these things, just like he fucked with their Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. And they're still kind of like, well, but, and it's like, well, and that's what I'm saying. I'm actually thinking is making a bigger difference, because it's one thing to cut the Board of Education and fuck the youth over. It's another thing when your parents do suddenly look at their mom and dad and go, oh no, I don't have money to afford you, and they're about to kill your Social Security, or now, like, you don't have Medicaid, which means we can't afford your fucking insurance. And now they're starting to get pissed because they're like, wait, you weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's
you were supposed to make things cheaper and make things better. And even I actually even had a small discussion with this with my landlords when we were going over the contract last weekend. Even with, and this goes with the Board of Education, and people are talking about this. What was in chat? Chat said something. Essentially, like, there are ways to bring manufacturing back to America, which prices will still go up because it's honestly just cheaper to get stuff made overseas in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Is it ethical? Not necessarily, but if you want to argue just pure pricing,
well,
it's always just going to be cheaper in certain places.
They'd have to build the factory over here if they want to
start. So that's.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sorry. So that's the big thing, is the by the way, I think we interrupt each other a lot because of Discord fucking latency.
Oh yeah.
It's the concept where it can work, but you can't roll this out in a month. It needs years. With incentivizes, like, you need to incentivize these people to make these factories, to replace all this stuff. Tariffs are going to hurt these new factories you're trying to build, because if you're putting tariffs on resources coming into America, that's driving up the price. You need to make it cheaper for these people to be able to get steel. Well, if you want it all from America steel, guess what? You need to start making more steel plants. Guess what? How many years that's going to take to get those up and running?
Yeah.
So again, a lot of these things where it's like, yes, there's a concept where you could bring a lot more self-reliability into America, but it's going to be on a more than one-term plan. It is going to be like at least 4 years, if not many more, to get this up and running without actively fucking over many corporations and businesses and absolutely decimating your population who's struggling already. And that also goes with Misha, as I was saying. Breaking down the Board of Education could technically work federally if you gave the states time to start. They're going to have to go through a whole budgeting thing. They're going to have to figure out what the state wants to do specifically about education, how they want to fund it. They have to get all of that in line and then get the money in place to then pick up where the federal government is going to take off.
If only there was a department for that. Like, no, I get what you're saying, though, but, like, a lot of these states just straight up can't afford it.
That's true. Or people bitch about taxes going up. And yes, it's because there's more money coming in our pockets. Well, if the Board of Education federally goes up, by the way, and this is what's fucked up, you should expect all of your federal taxes to go down, right? Because we're not paying as much into all this stuff. No, your taxes are going to stay the same, if not go higher, because their argument is going to be, well, we got to knock down our national debt. Well, now I have to pay more state taxes, and there's going to be states that don't pay taxes that are going to have state taxes. Or I don't know if that's a case. They might implement, there's like other states that don't have sales tax. They might have to implement sales tax to cover all of the funding for their teachers.
Yeah.
It's shit.
It's just crazy.
But the money's not even there. And to enact it now, you've got zeroed bank accounts that can't pay for this shit. It's like, Jesus Christ. That is my biggest thing. Is like you can't just do this. You can't just roll it out. And god damn it, talk about impeachable offenses. Leave Canada alone. Like motherfuckers starting a war.
Canada, if you can hear us, I live in Washington. You can absorb us super easily. We're right there. We have wonderful trees.
What if like, why wouldn't Canada just take Alaska at that point?
Because Alaska sucks. I'm kidding.
It's got a ton of oil and resources.
I'm kidding.
But you know what I mean, though?
Yeah. No, I know. Resource-wise, Alaska is very useful.
He wants the 51st state, motherfucker. We're gonna go down to 49 because they're gonna take Alaska in like day one. They're literally separate from us, and Hawaii's just fucked if we start some sort of war like that. Like we're gonna be able to stop anybody from like attacking Hawaii while we're defending our north border.
Dude,
all of our resources are gonna have to go to the north border.
I'm so done, dude.
No, and you know what's bad is like if Canada were to, because it'd be up to Trump. Trump would have to make the first move, and Canada retaliated, and American lives were lost, which would be fucking awful either way. We can't even be. Arguably, I can't even be mad about it. Because at that point, we haven't kicked out a president that has actively harmed our relationships and created an enemy of one of our longest standing allies. Yeah. And we deserve everything we get. Even if they're innocent people at that point. He fucked us. I can't blame Canada for that.
Oh, God, no.
So it's like, God, I'm in this weird place where they just bombed the city and I have to shrug. I don't want to shrug about the fuck.
Yeah, right. Anyway.
I don't think it's going to get that bad. I think, again, now I will say, they're going to talk a lot of shit, but it's just not going to happen.
It would be ludicrous to attack Canada. Then again, half the shit he's done has been ludicrous, so it's like, well, the problem is the odds are not zero, and I fucking hate that. That's the worst part of all of this, is like, he just fucking could at some point. And like, goddamn, why would we pick a fight against Canada?
Yeah, especially if you don't like Mexico more. Like, how did that turn around? What the fuck?
Yeah, why?
There's the concept here though. Like, I will say, he's a lot less keen to make foreign moves. When like he's okay with fucking us over because we're our people, and to do anything retaliatory would be terrorism. And it's your own country. You're fucked. You know what I mean? So he's cool with fucking us over. He'll say the other stuff. But again, like even the tariffs technically don't hurt the other countries. It hurts it a little bit, obviously, but that really actually comes back more on us.
Yeah, we tank the cost.
Right, but if in the long run, if we tank the cost, which means we stop spending as much, means their product doesn't get bought up as much, which does inevitably hurt their economy. Because they're just not selling as much. But again, it comes back more on us than them. That's why that doesn't matter. Or Canada can just shrug. Dude.
Yeah, Anyway. We should change the subject.
Oh.
We said less politics.
About it for a while. Yeah, we haven't talked about it in like...
Do you know
2 episodes.
what is going on right now, though? March Madness,
Vernal
baby.
Equinox.
Oh, I don't... Who the fuck cares about furry stuff? Boo, furries, boo, hiss.
Canada Furry Convention.
Oh, it's Canadian? Boo. No,
Vernal Equinox, Toronto.
Oh, yeah. I have a friend that, I think Trick...
You don't have any friends, Misha.
Whoa. What are we?
Shut the fuck. Well, we're work friends.
What? Oh my god, I have been demoted. That stings. Nah, baby, March Madness is going on.
Dude, fuck that.
I made a bracket for the first time in years,
And your bracket immediately got disqualified.
I have a 99.4% accuracy so far.
How? You had Drake winning?
Where's Drake? Hold on. I gotta find it.
Drake had
yes,
a massive
I did.
upset.
I had Drake winning that one.
Oh, dude. That eliminated... That one upset eliminated over 90... It was like over 94%.
God damn.
But that was of over 24 million brackets, so there's still hundreds of thousands of brackets accurate out there.
Yeah.
So the guy, you know, my buddy, the guy that helped me get my job, he every year does was it a department wide bracket group for March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
The top person wins like $20 or something out of his own pocket. He just gives the $20 out of his own self. He's just something he's passionate about and just wants to bring to the table. Last year I did really well guessing, considering it was like my second week. I think I got like third or something like that. I was like right in the running. Damn. This year, woof.
Oh no.
Woof. I mean, there was almost another massive upset. They almost happened. It was like, oh god, what was it? It was like another like one of those single digits to like high teens upsets that would have absolutely fucked everybody.
Those are let's see, I've gotten 3 wrong so far.
Who's your 3 wrong?
Baylor beating Mississippi State. I did not predict that one. But I had Mississippi State losing to Duke the next round, so we're good there. Clemson, I was a victim of that game, dude. Clemson losing to McNeese. That one fucked me over. That one, I'm in a group of 8 other people who like did all of our brackets, and all 8 of us said Clemson was winning. So in that one game, we all lost. If any of us had perfect brackets, we lost it.
Clemson?
Yeah, Clemson losing to McNeese.
Yeah, that was the other big one.
Yep.
I had Clemson going pretty far, I think.
I had Clemson losing to Purdue the next round, so that one was also not very damaged. Memphis losing to Colorado State fucked me over for 64 and 32 because I had Memphis beating Maryland.
Where's Memphis at?
It's west.
Oh, there it is. Dude, that's another... Those are a lot of 12 seed like upsets. Those are big. Those aren't supposed to happen.
Every other game I've gotten correct, though.
That's wild.
You want to hear the best part?
What?
I have not seen a single college basketball game this year.
Oh, me neither.
I went purely off
I don't know how you
vibes
did that.
And statistics.
Jesus Christ.
Because, like, you gotta, like...
Right now...
You gotta predict some of the upsets, and you played a little conservative in the first round, because I feel like the heavy upsets don't happen until, like, 32 or Sweet 16. There's some of them, and I got those ones wrong, but... You know, the heavier upsets don't happen until later. I will say, if Florida loses at any point, I'm just fucked, because I have them winning.
I have to put this out there. Landsbig said Nomad Complex is getting screwed over because they're in Canada. No, they're not. What's getting really fucked over is the concept that every single fursuit maker in this country, in the United States, which is a lot of makers, are really... And this goes with... we're on makers. Any merch that comes from American makers is fucked because they're now tariffed.
I think Nomad was actually fine because of... There was a reason that they were fine.
But no, like, all of our makers in America now, all of their product costs just went up because almost everything comes from overseas.
Yeah, no. I think Nomad Complex is fine because of the it's called the de minimis exemption, which this is from Nomad Complex's own post. The de minimis exception is an exception on any goods that enter the United States from another country with a value of $800 or lower. That means that anything you purchase from us or other furry companies outside of the US will not be subject to any additional duties. Okay, so if we buy anything from Nomad Complex, we don't... There is no tariff on it because we're paying under $800. So Nomad Complex can still kind of run business as usual, as long as they're not buying anything.
Or the faux fur and stuff. Maybe it won't.
Depends on how much faux fur
but if you do buy a fursuit, technically, if you bought a fursuit,
that's over 800. Yeah,
that's absolutely over 800, and I think might be subject to a tariff, possibly. I'm not sure how that works. Shit. All I know is, I mean, it obviously damages the relationship regardless. Speaking of March Madness, though, we've got a tie game right now between the New Mexico Lobos and the Marquette Golden Eagles. New Mexico being 10th seed against the 7th seed. So this would be an upset at its current
I have
rate.
New Mexico winning that game.
New Mexico was just up by 2, but it looks like they got tied up just in the last minute.
They're stressing me out, dude. I don't like doing this.
To be fair, now, and this is where conferences, and this is where, like, this makes a big difference. New Mexico Lobos actually have a better record than the Marquette Golden Eagles at a 26-7 versus a 23-10. So it's a 3-win to 3-loss swippy swap.
Yeah.
But it's obviously based off of player analysis and your conference. If Marquette plays much harder teams, you're expected to have those extra losses. Whereas if the New Mexico Lobos played a lot lesser teams and only eked out 3 more wins, like that's how the weighted ratings go. But none of that's predictable. And also, this is what sucks about one game playoffs, period, which is basketball. That's actually just March Madness, because I think once you get into like the NBA, like don't they have like
like 7
to 5 games or something? 7?
I think it's best of 5 for the earlier rounds and then best of 7 after the Final Four. The issue is they're college students first and athletes second, so like they really can't do that structure and have it fit within a school structure. I don't think.
No, it would not. It would never work. No. You're right, but it is.
Yeah, I know.
Like baseball has 162 games, right?
God, yeah.
And so this is a classic quote of like 162 games. It should almost never come down to game 162 to decide like playoff spots and everything, because usually people have made their like there's gaps, right? There should be gaps.
Yeah.
There's been in 2011 there was like 6 different teams involved in there was I think 2 or 3 that didn't know if they were even going to be playing the next day. And then there was another 5 that didn't know who they were playing and when they were playing, or if they were getting a bye.
Oh, Power Pasta asked about first half or second half. 7:47 left in the second half. Yeah.
So, but the second, and this has increased since years now. It used to be like a 1-game playoff to get into the NLDS off the wild card, and I think that's moved to 3 games now.
I think it is.
But that's the concept that they realized that, like, dude, even any given day, this is why like football's hard, because you can't play multiple rounds of football in a row because everybody's gonna have CTE and die.
You're fucked. Yeah. That needs to be a weekly game.
It needs to be a weekly game, but you know, it just really hurts when it comes down to one performance, and that one day could be your worst day you've ever performed.
Yeah.
You have to hope it's not that day, and you have to hope it's the opposite, where it's the best. Oh shit! New Mexico Lobos up 2, 57-55.
There was
But yeah.
So like, obviously football they can't play as many games because that's like a high contact sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many games hockey plays? Dude, they play like...
Yeah, they play quite a few.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 times a week, I think. Which is fucking crazy. I feel like that's another one of those games.
Hockey's not as high contact.
Yeah, but it's still higher contact.
It's higher contact, yes. It's not every play somebody has to get fucking laid out, though.
No, that's true, yeah.
And there's pads and helmets as well. But I mean, no, I mean, there's definitely. I'm gonna look this up. Average NFL career span. Yeah. roughly. And now you gotta remember, there's people that go in and are out within like the first 6 months.
Yeah.
But to say there's like 3.3 years is the average like career span of an NFL player.
You get paid.
Which sounds like, again, sounds incredibly short. Injury, just not playing well, not being able to make the transition from college to professional. Just being dog shit, life issues.
We gotta end soon because Maple has not left my side for 20 minutes.
Oh,
I gotta take her out.
Bite his balls.
No.
What? Average NHL career span.
8 years.
Roughly 5.
Fuck. Wow, that's also kind of short.
Well, some players might play 10 to 20. Which,
Jesus.
how the fuck do you play 20 unless you walk in at the ripe age of like 18, but at 38 as a hockey player, you gotta be feeling the creaks, like the joints.
Yeah.
Shit.
Plushy Speak says, I have zero investment in the current March Madness brackets. The only team I'd care for is not in this year. The only team I gave a shit about was Montana State Grizzlies, and not because I wanted them to win, because they're our rivals and I wanted them to lose, and they're out round 1, so we're balling.
I know Illinois had a team but I don't know if they won last night. Let me look. No, they play today, actually. They play at 8:45, which is in about 30 minutes from now. And they're playing Xavier, which I can't say much about Xavier because I've seen Xavier do crazy things.
Hi, Maple.
I just don't pay attention to at all college stuff, so I have no clue if the Illinois team's even worth it.
I don't either.
Kentucky's destroying Troy right now, so they're probably a good win, like good confirmed. 2 minutes left and down by 22.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I and probably everyone else on this earth had Kentucky winning that game. So.
Oh yeah.
The fucking dating Argo is really funny because he's super into sports. He's into college basketball, college football, MLB, and hockey, and I just like. I'm not super big into any of those. I understand how all of the games work, so he can chat to me about it and like talk to me about it and everything. But as soon as he gets into like players, I'm like nodding and I'm like, yes, I'm here to hear you out because I love you and I am genuinely happy that you're interested in this and I'm gonna try my best to understand. But I have no idea who you're talking about.
No, I think that's a sorry.
Cooper Kupp just joined the Seattle Seahawks, and Cooper Kupp is from my university.
Oh, yeah, he's coming back to his hometown.
Yeah, baby.
Coming from the Rams, he's somebody I wish the Bears would have picked up back when we had Fields a couple years ago.
Oh, he's crazy good.
He's a fucking phenomenal wide receiver.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why they won the Super Bowl when they did. He's awesome. I'm pissed that he's a Seahawk. I have an unnecessary grudge against the Seahawks. It's only because of God, what's his name? I'm gonna have to look it up now. Shit. I'll remember it the second. I'll look it up. Oh, where is it? What was his name? Where's his name? Fucking Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman, yep. I knew it had to be somebody from that. What was it? Legion of Boom, I think it was called?
Legion of Boom.
Yup, I knew you were going to say somebody from that.
He was such, he was cocky to the extreme that it pissed me off. There's owning it, and not to say, like, he was really good for a number of years.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, he was getting too cocky, and that's when the fucking interception happened. I will say, if you ever want to see the pure perfect picture dictionary perfect of anguish, his face when the rookie defensive New England Patriot intercepts the throw in the end zone where the Seahawks should have won another Super Bowl. Oh. But no, he that's it. my friend back in the day was a Seahawks fan, and he was rubbing it in my face really hard. That guy was a cocky little shit too, as well as Richard Sherman. So I just have a dislike for him now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No.
Sorry.
What?
I just checked the thing, and somebody got a notification, my friend Drewski, that says the streak is ... over, and it's from ESPN. And it says, after a 0-22 start, the last winless bracket finally has a win thanks to Ole Miss beating North Carolina. So somebody had the worst bracket with 0 wins, and then they finally got one of the predictions right.
Wow. It's amazing. There was 2 Illinois teams in the 64 round, and it was SIUE down in Edwardsville, and they got fucking stomped. It was like almost like a 40-point difference. It's 38-point difference. Those kind of like I get and understand.
I have Illinois winning the 64 round, but I have them losing. I have them winning 32 as well.
Don't pronounce that as please God.
Illinois. Oh, sorry. You could tell
I'm
I'm reading something because
yeah, you read
that's
it.
My bad.
Illinois. Yeah. I'm like, oh, it hurts.
Sorry.
Oh, it hurts.
I know it's not, but as I was reading it,
can I be real? Like, I don't have a problem with it, but also I think I know why. I think it's because in Illinois, I literally never hear it pronounced differently. So when even you make that one mistake, it's so loud to me. Well, it's like it is extremely loud to me.
Oh, I can't say this because it'll say what my hometown was. Never mind. People
doxed.
People mispronounce my hometown wrong all the time. Like people that don't live there. Mm-hmm. And so every time it happens, I'm like, hey, hey, bud. But no, that was weird that I did that because I know it's Illinois. I think it was because I was reading it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just autopiloted.
I did.
SIUE got slapped by 38 points by the #1 Houston team. Which the #1 Houston team is like on a 31-4 record. They must be good.
Which one's SIUA or whatever?
SIUE down very bottom of the bracket. If you scroll, I don't know where you're looking at, but I'm looking at this scroll view. I don't like what I'm looking at. Oh well.
Huh.
Where was the one that was almost the? Oh, it was the UC San Diego versus Michigan match last night. That at one point with like 2 minutes left or something, UC San Diego had a 66 to 64 lead, and then Michigan tied it up. It wasn't 66 because they had 65. It was 63 to 60, I think, actually. And the UC San Diego only scored 2 more points in the last 2 minutes. They fucking stopped scoring. Because if they would have gotten a couple free throws, I mean, the score ended 65 to 68. The spread difference would have been 8 points to 3 points. All they needed to get was 3 more points. So a couple free throws, getting fouled, or a layup, and you're putting yourself in that conversation of they should have won.
Oh, another game.
What did we do?
Finished.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's 2. There was New Mexico and Marquette. New Mexico is up by 6 now with only 3 minutes left.
Come on, baby, you can do it.
The other one was.
Oh, it was Troy, Kentucky and Troy.
Oh yeah, they destroyed them.
Yeah.
It wasn't close, or like it wasn't like a scary by any means. We've got. Oh, I just saw this. Arizona and Akron are playing right now. Akron's getting their asses handed to them though. I guess you can't say asses handed to them, but like a 16-point lead is still 16 points.
Yeah.
It is the second half, so if Akron's defense game pops up and they just start dropping baskets,
but it's gonna be hard,
plenty of time to whip that around. But usually rankings, you're not supposed to see the 5-12 upsets.
No, I have Arizona going very far too, so they'd better not.
Yeah, Arizona should lock this down.
Here's hoping, yeah.
But even like things like this, where Baylor beat MS State, it's a 9 versus 8th seed. That's still an upset.
Yeah.
feel like I
Okay.
hear Baylor more than I hear MS State, though. You know what I mean? That's how I choose my bracket. Is sometimes like when I know I've only heard of so many college basketball teams because they're good, right? So I usually
also
just pick
kinda did
names
that.
I listen to. So I went for Clemson because I'm like, yeah, you hear Clemson.
Yeah, I've heard of
Clemson's
that.
alright. But
Purdue University,
where's
I get their commercials.
yeah, dude. You know what's fucking killing me? It's Netflix has been playing a ton of like join Navy fucking ads.
Oh god.
They want me to really join the Navy, man.
We have to wrap up, by the way. We've
Wrap
had to wrap
it
up
or
for like
tap it.
nope.
Oh, that was the big one that fucked me. I had Kansas going, I think, into like the round of 16.
Ooh, so
And Kansas got beat by Arkansas by 10.
I had Arkansas going. Is it Kansas? I know. Dude, all I could think about was like that fucking Vine where she's like, "Why is it why is it Kansas but not Arkansas?" That's all I can think about for that fucking thing. I have Arkansas losing to St. John's though, or St. John's.
I will say, your favorite's playing tonight.
My favorite.
Here in, it's actually probably just started or starting soon.
The Huskies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connecticut Huskies playing against the Sooners.
I
believe in Connecticut pretty strongly about this.
I was gonna say I have Connecticut winning that, but then losing to the Gators.
I think I have the Gators going pretty far.
I have the Gators winning it.
Fucking Drake, you fucked my bracket. So I mean, my bracket is bad this year. Like the upsets I went for didn't win, and also just I got upsetted. So
I think the one that's gonna the one that I'm almost certain I'm gonna get wrong. I have Duke losing to Arizona, and looking back, I just don't think that's gonna happen. But if it does, that's a hell of a call.
Duke versus Arizona, that's all the way down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think I'm gonna get that.
Who do you have winning the whole thing? Just curious.
Gators.
I think I can't
Florida
remember who
Gators.
I don't. It's all attached to my work email, which is on my work laptop that I'm not gonna go look at. So
yeah.
Can't remember exactly. I think I had them going for a while. So
okay, we gotta wrap up the episode. I have to stream in a half hour, and I have to take Maple out.
I forget you stream on Fridays.
I do stream on Fridays.
I still might. What are you doing tonight?
YouTube night.
Oh, gay.
Yeah. We're bringing back YouTube night.
I might just get drunk and cut together that repo episode.
Hell yeah. All right.
What do you only upload episodes on Saturday? Is that like you only do like one a week?
I'm supposed to do one a week. I've been pretty bad about that lately. But I switched to one every bi-weekly until I get my life together. But will there be guests on? Probably not. It's probably just gonna be me chatting. But yeah. So thank you for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoyed us rambling about I think we started with FurCons. It was like FurCons, politics, and then March Madness. My bracket is currently doing better than Argo's, so that's all that matters right now. Even if he beats me in the end, I can claim that I haven't seen a single game, so no matter what, I win.
How do you run your YouTube night, by the way?
I don't know, I just pull up videos and then watch them. Because, I know that there was that one guy that went to the FurCons. I want to watch that video. Beta has a video about furry drama that I want to watch.
Yeah, Ethan Nestor, Eunice of Honest.
Yes.
It was good. I think you should watch that. But I also wanted to show this. It's a really good comedy special. Or it's not like a special. He just recorded one of his sets. Actually, so my boss, him and his wife went to this last Friday. This down in Charlotte. It's funny. And I think it would be a really good hopeful watch. I'm actually gonna snag it now and post it in chat. So it's not up to you because it's a 42-minute special.
Oh God.
So this is Josh Johnson. If you know who Josh Johnson is, he's got some great work on TikTok where you catch a lot of his good moments. I think he even hosted The Daily Show before Jon Stewart came back a couple times. He's a very funny comedian, but he's also very down to earth and has good topics and talking points.
Yeah.
I think you guys would really enjoy it. It's okay. Definitely a suggestion if you can't think of anything, you need to burn 40 minutes. If not, I highly suggest everybody in chat go grab that link, like put it on need to watch or something. Throw 40 minutes at it, you won't regret it. It was really funny. I was listening it to work on Monday.
Hell yeah. Yeah. All right. We really do gotta wrap up. All right, bye everybody.
Run.
Thanks for tuning in.
Run. Fox the Sleeper, you came back. You came in and you're gone. Goodbye. I'm sorry.
www.